Alright, I got the 4450 hooked up to the fertilizer spreader because it has the GPS on it, and we're going to be putting this ammonium sulfate down, and Timothy has never spread ammonium sulfate or any other kind of fertilizer with a fertilizer spreader, so that's why I wanted him to get that GPS unit going. We're going to set it up here to 1 1/4 inches so that it's, you know, where it belongs, which is right there. That's 1 1/4. 1 1/4 inches should be giving me somewheres around, that's too much. I don't want that much on. Yeah, that's fine. That should be fine. Actually, no, it's not. Let's put that down to 1 inch. That's 1 inch. Yeah, that'll do. That should be putting me somewhere around 150 pounds. That's more than enough, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Alright, you know how to set this thing up, right? Did you grease this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, so he's got the get your chariot going. You got this thing set up here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, 40-foot width. 50-foot width. Bring this steering wheel down.
I wish that other seat would do it.
Huh?
I said, I wish the other part of the seat would come down. You're too big.
I'm not too big, you're too big. Okay, so what do we got there as far as, you have to do the outside round.
Alright.
So hit the OK.
It is. It's already set up.
You're set up? Alright, make it so that it's painting. Now you got the hydraulics set. You know how to do the AB line then, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't need to be in here, do I?
No.
Okay. Go for it. Now let's make sure he gets this right. I'm probably there's grease on that thing. You'll see it come out the back. I might as well. There it goes. And he's spreading. And that's it. He can go as fast or not as fast as he wants, as long as he's not putting it out on the road. Now hopefully, when he sets that AB line, which is the straight line, for the GPS to work, he should be able to just follow those lines, and then everything should be perfect as far as the spread pattern, and he'll cover this really nicely. At least in theory he will. The reason I'm putting ammonium sulfate on this ground is because if I do not get the weather to incorporate this into the plant for that second cut that I'm looking for, the nitrogen and the sulfur will still be there in the spring, so I won't really lose anything, and it will contribute to the health of the plant. Now, this ground is rented ground. I actually do pay a couple bucks for this, and it is very important that I keep the nutritional level up. Now, this ground was neglected for many, 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 many years, and I really don't want to put too much into it as far as building a nutrient base, because at the drop of a hat, at any moment, someone could just pull this away from me and it could go somewhere else. So I'm only putting down what I take off with very little more. Yeah, well, I can't say that I only put down what I'm taking off. I'm actually adding a little more than what I'm taking off, because I do like a good healthy plant. Now this is a fescue. This is fescue. That's all there is to it. This is fescue, and it does have some weed intrusion in here, or unwanted plants, which are weeds like that horse nettle that's there and there and there, and it does have this plant here, which is a succulent plant. This little son of a bitch will just continue. It gets a little flower on it, a little white flower. I'm not sure what it's called because I don't encounter it very often. The one thing that I do have a problem with is these. Those are multiflora rose bushes, but if you cut those a couple times a year, you can get them under control. This is a ragweed, not giant ragweed, that's common ragweed. Again, multiflora rose bushes, but there's an area out here that has poison ivy in it. And I hate poison ivy. Here's your poison ivy. Well, is this poison ivy? No. This is a bramble bush of some sort. No, what the hell is this? This is a woody tree. I'm not sure what that is, to be quite honest with you. It almost looks like a gooseberry of some sort. But here's your poison ivy. That poison ivy sucks. Now, I can't make little bales of this stuff, or even big bales of this stuff, in good faith, and send it to cattle or horses. It does go to the mushroom barn, but by the time it's done fermenting and breaking down, the poison ivy is then a mute subject. So I'm not really worried too much about that. But the one thing that is going to happen here is Banville and 2,4-D. I've done it twice now over the last couple, 3 years, and here's some real hard to kill shit. This is hemp dog bane. I hate hemp dog bane. I mean, this stuff, they can make rope out of that stuff, and it's a lot like milkweed. It's real sticky to touch. It sucks. But these are the weed problems that I do have here, and I will be getting them under control pretty soon. I'm sure people on the roads are like, what the hell is that guy doing talking to himself on camera? But I don't care. There is some what we call poor grass growing here, because this is a warm season grass that comes up wild when the ground starts to get depleted. And but other than, I mean, I don't even know what else to say about that. That pops up here and there. This ground was Timothy originally about 15 years ago, and then the fescue moved in, and I don't really want to kill it off and reseed it because, like I said, it's rented ground and someone else can just very easily say, hey, you know what, that's a nice looking hay crop. I'm gonna go in there and pay more money for it or whatever. And I don't want to do that because it is one of those you got to watch your back areas. That's cornflower. So there's quite a menagerie of different things in here. More ragweed, more common ragweed here, but within a week I'll have this all under control because I'm waiting for my chemical to get here. I do my own application. With Timothy coming behind up here, we're going to watch him set that AB line, and he should be pretty awesome with that. He's going at a pretty slow speed, which is good because we don't want him to go too fast until he gets practiced up. You can go pretty much any speed. As you see the small tire running off the big tire, you can go 100 miles an hour and it'll still meter it out the right amount. And yeah, so that's just the way it goes. Hopefully he will make that corner. And is he going to shut the tire off? He better raise that tire off. Yes, he did. So he has shut off the belt or the drag chain. And now he's getting himself pointed in the right direction, and he's going to start spreading again. Hopefully. He's got to find his line. There he goes. He's trying. So now he's hit the A line. Maybe the B line too, I don't know. But once you get that set up, he's spreading again. That fertilizer should be hitting me right about here, and I got my safety glasses on. I am being pummeled by it, so it's good. It's good. That spreader is supposed to only be a 40-foot spreader, but I'll tell you what, it really does reach out there to 50 feet. So with the ammonium sulfate, so it's pretty good where we're at with the ammonium sulfate. So now he'll be able to do this entire field with great precision, and we will be able to tell if I stretched it too far by doing 50 feet when things green up. So anyways, hope that was entertaining and educational for you. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more, and whatever else you feel like doing. All right, there you go.